This is the Forley Challenge Cup, Hinksey Sculling School on the Berkshire station, and on the back station it's Molesey Boat Club. Away they go. Junior open quads. She's always taxing for the steering. Both doing okay, getting reasonably close together.
You know, that's what I love these races, and you know, there's a saying we have: if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. So right now, there's none of that here at Henley. So the umpires will separate you, but both of those boats out.
Look at that; they're both identical, aren't they? If you look at their blades going into the water, that's matched up rating. Akil.
Yeah, both of these crews, same stroke rating out of the blocks here. It looks as though Hinksey is getting that advantage there. Both crews rowing really well here. They both want to stay relaxed. You don't want to have a lot of motion in the shoulders, but right now they're going to settle in. It's all about getting that little bit of a lead and continuing to inch out a little bit more in the start.
Can that be distracting when you're alongside a boat that's rating you identically? When I sit on an erg in the gym, sometimes unknown to the stranger who's sitting next to me, I like to try and match them for rate. And then it can get quite distracting. I wonder if at Henley Royal Regatta in semi-finals the same thing stands, whether you can get a little bit distracted and preoccupied by the fact you're going exactly the same rate as a boat so close to you.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting phenomenon. I think you're right. Sometimes it can be distracting, but also I think human beings, we tend to fall into rhythm with each other.
Yeah.
And that's one of the beautiful things about our sport, really.
Well, it's beautiful, but it could be dangerous, couldn't it? Because you end up trying to synchronize with the 4 seats opposite you rather than your own boat.
Well, as long as there you can see
keep an eye on the umpire just
yeah.
a second. The flag from the umpire, Molesey, being sent back to their side of the water, and I think they're doing that gradually. Sorry, Akil, but
no. The umpire took away my line. I was going to say, as long as you don't synchronize into each other, but before I could get that out, the umpire waved the Molesey boat over. But right now you can see some nice rowing here. You can see how relaxed their shoulders are as they take the catch, just allowing their legs to do the work. So some great work being done here. You can see a little bit of a look over from bow seat Charlie Thomas, his second appearance here at Henley Royal Regatta.
So nearly a length clear at the moment. Hinksey Sculling School on the Berkshire station. A long way to go in the race though. Nip and tuck at this stage.
Yeah, and you know what? You can generate such speed in the quadruple sculls. So as long as you're in contact, there's an opportunity. And so we'll have to see if Molesey can dig deep here and do anything to change the complexion of this race.
I wonder how much the umpire's flag and the steering issue in that Molesey boat will cost them, because obviously that's, if you meander down the course, it's going to take longer, isn't it? It's effectively adding a few more meters onto the course, which is already long. Also the steering, every time you steer it takes a bit of speed out of the boat, so a bit of momentum out of the boat. You wonder whether it's a relatively slender lead, isn't it, that Hinksey Sculling School have. I wonder if just that steering could account for that. Yeah,
it very well could be, and most likely is, because this Molesey boat is hanging right in there. You know, Hinksey's doing a great job of staying calm and relaxed, but they can't get too complacent here, because it looks as though Molesey has actually managed to bite back into that lead by a couple of seats.
Definitely. So Molesey, whilst Akil was talking, a surge from them, very much in contention at this stage. I always look at these quads, there's no cocks of course, and anything could go wrong at any point. So look at that, it's a tight race this, and if they're asked to fight all the way to the line, this is the move that Molesey wanted, that we're watching now. Molesey coming up level with Hinksey in front of stewards, timing it well. But yes, with so many blades in each boat and no cocks, anything can go wrong at any point, and it's worth racing all the way to the end in this one.
Yeah, you can see, you can look at the stroke there. Eli Kuhn 18 years old, second appearance. And right now you can see it looks as though Molesey may have eaten into the lead just a little bit more. And that's what you have to do, inch by inch, until you can get the other crew to have some doubt as to whether or not they can hold on to the lead.
So Hinksey Sculling Sch trying to hold their lead and just about managing that at the minute, but Molesey Boat Club throwing the kitchen sink at it. And a little look over the shoulder in the two-seat there, Daniel Broody had a glance across from the Molesey boat to see where they were. I think we had a response from Hinksey though. Hinksey held off that charge.
Yeah, and this is where it's interesting, right? This is the back and forth. This is where races get really exciting, because right now it looks as though Molesey is trying to surge again. And the question is, can Hinksey hold them off? Can they keep their momentum? And at what point do you say, oh my goodness, I don't know if we can do it?
Both boats moving at identical pace on the water at the minute. So the lead is held by Hinksey. Can Molesey produce a late burst? They've not got too much of the race left, Molesey, if they're going to turn it round, and Hinksey have defended that lead well up until now, but energy levels will be running low. The stamina will be tested.
Yeah, and that's, you know, this is important. They're coming into the stewards' enclosure. They know that the end is near. The race is almost over. Will Molesey allow this to be their last race? Will Hinksey allow Molesey to move through?
So Hinksey have had the upper hand just for most of this race. Some great charges from Molesey at different times have narrowed it to half a length lead, but well done to Hinksey, who are almost there, not quite. Molesey battling on gamely, trying to capitalise on any error that might creep into Hinksey's performance, but it is faultless. Over the line they go. Hinksey Sculling Sch win their semi-final of the Thorley Challenge Cup. They'll be up against the Windsor Boys School tomorrow. That'll be a tasty final. Hinksey against Windsor Boys tomorrow in the final. Molesey, lots of credit to them, produced a good race, but not quite enough.